Good evening. I'm Dan Wolf. Laura Lee's on assignment tonight. Thanks for joining us. Another on-stage debate today in Duluth. This time, it was at-large city council candidates sparring over the biggest issues facing the city. Northern News Now's Madison Green was at the Garden this afternoon and recaps the big moments.
Jenna Yackel, Miranda Pacheco, Lynn Marie Nephew, and incumbent Eric Forsman all had a chance to make their case to Duluth voters during a forum Thursday. The Duluth Chamber of Commerce, which hosted the event, recently released a survey that found Duluth residents' #1 concern is housing and homelessness. All candidates agree it is a top priority. Nephew believes her background in real estate would help solve the issue if she's elected.
Combined with the fact of creating just more housing units in general will take pressure off the system. I know in my business alone, I have a backlog of first-time home buyers who would love to buy a house, but there's not enough housing units for them.
Pacheco, who once experienced homelessness herself, said she'd bring a unique perspective to the topic.
When I first started this campaign, it was mostly for people experiencing homelessness. I wanted to, figure out some solutions towards that.
Yackel says, in her eyes, the city needs to create housing solutions for all residents.
Actually developing truly affordable housing, including deeply affordable housing and expanding public housing. We need to be exploring protections for renters, which are about 40 to 50% of our community.
Meanwhile, Forsman supports a 5-year plan to address homelessness called Stepping On Up,
which will hopefully decrease the amount of people who are in encampments and build a safer place for transitional housing. We need housing at all levels, and we also need to do no harm.
In Duluth, Madison Green, Northern News Now.
The candidates discuss many other topics, including infrastructure and child care. You can see more responses at northernnewsnow.com. Now, the top 2 vote getters in this race will earn the at-large seats on the council. The general election is November 7th. Early voting begins September 22nd.